Please listen to the next story first, please. July 20th.
Why didn't you put the butter back in the proper place in the refrigerator again? Why can't you at least do that? You are always so lazy, but I am proud of you. You are doing so well. I won't give you any money until you have a lot of money. Isn't that a good idea? Can I make a suggestion? Why don't you save 50% of your salary every month? Then when you are 50, you will have more money than you need. You don't have to spend much on raising your children. We didn't spend much on raising ours. This is obviously the most sensible decision. I wouldn't support anything that is not sensible. What are you looking at?
Your skill at making arbitrary associations is particularly well developed, highly astute. You probably don't realize that everything you say makes no sense to anybody except yourself. How can you say any of the things that you do and feel good about yourself? I can only think of terrible things to say about you, which is strange since you're such a wonderful person. I mean, how can anybody not think so?
Are you making fun of me? I'm sure that you are. I know people like you. You're the kind of person who trusts nobody, who takes every opportunity to advance yourself. You use other people, but criticize people who do the same to yourself or others that you know. You hold back all sorts of information which is useful to you and only eke it out slowly. You have a million secrets when you only really need to keep a dozen very personal things secret. Nobody who knows you can trust you. You praise honesty, but everybody knows how dishonest you are. You consider dishonesty a form of cleverness if it can make you a couple bucks. This pleases you the most. But what is the point of making somebody else suffer for just a few dollars? A few dollars are more important to you than a few million. You sleep with all these people and think that you're so intellectual. What is it that you are doing? You're involving yourself in useless projects that won't take you anywhere. You have no memory of mistakes you have made yourself in the past, but will instantly talk about other people's mistakes. You think that other people are racist when you yourself are one of the biggest. Your racism is luckily only talk and not action, but how fundamentally different does this make you? And, of course, everybody has to think the way you do about those racial generalizations since they're glaring truths apparently. But what if people don't make a big deal about glaring truths and generalizations and prefer to judge an individual for a specific incident or crime or whatever? This is fair, isn't it? But the rules of fairness only apply to others and not to you. You don't have to play along. You tell other people what's wrong with them, but you do nothing about the self-improvement you so badly need and don't learn anything of value, and the things that you do know are only half learnt. You tell other people that they are wrong when they turn out to be right in the end, then won't admit your error. And when other people tell you that you are stupid or loud or have bad opinions, you instantly shut that person out no matter how much valid evidence that person has for his or her case. What is wrong with you?
Nothing, but you have just described yourself perfectly. Perhaps you know yourself better than we all have given you credit for, and I must say that I am amazed that you have put so many descriptive sentences in a row. Was that all impromptu? From memory? Or did you rehearse it? And, for that matter, why are you trying to be nice to me after all these years? Why have you changed so significantly? Is it loneliness? Do you miss me?
I do miss you. I tell you every time we talk. But, wait? How can you think that about me?
I can say it because I have been thinking about saying it for many years. Now that you have inadvertently described yourself, I will describe myself by describing you in the same way that you just did. You are a wonderful, open-hearted, and generous person. Despite the difficulties in life you've encountered, you have come through with an open mind and are wonderfully lacking in personal animosities and prejudices, although a slight bitterness at certain individuals sometimes shines through. And you will talk at great length about certain injustices and indignities. What can one say about the life that is lived and is living on and on? Each moment is merely the present. Squandered opportunities? I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about you. You have the creative genius that most would love to have. You're gentle and kind and only rarely retreat into anxiety and paranoia. The low self-esteem and the self-hate that you used to suffer from are almost gone entirely, and you have been a champion of getting your head together. Why, another couple of years at this pace, and there is no telling what you may do. You are clever, alert, self-aware, and considerate to the people around you, and people and animals usually return the affection you show them.
Thank you. I didn't know that I was all those things.
You aren't. I was talking in a roundabout way about myself. Weren't you listening to what I said before?
Thank you. You are too kind. I always knew that was how you felt about us.